Alright, welcome back to Team Fortress TV. A little bit of a hiccup here, as we may have missed the start. I'll bring you up to date. Basically, I am playing Froyotech. I have just taken the first. We're on Snake Quarter. I'm here with Ryushi. We missed a lot of that first mid, but it looks like a big Uber advantage for Bonobo moving forward, and it looks like I am want to take it through lower straight away.
Yeah, they're coming in straight onto the grass right now. It's going to be pretty good positioning from Froyo to try and defend this. They're taking that high ground and really trying to back around through lobby and get onto Turmo as soon as he moves forward, but Yuki's going to jump forward and try and stop them from coming in, and it's going to work. But Shade gets taken down by Sheep from behind. I don't know where he came in. He must have got in through cheese or something. But this looks like it's going to be an easy second point. But there's a backup going on right now. I don't know who's behind. Possibly Clockwork or Banny. It must be. He's on scout. Clockwork running that sniper at the moment.
Yeah, but that backup's just going to leave them short for this defense of last, and because I am already have no Uber, they should take this in pretty early, but they seem to be slowing it down. I don't know if they want to just take Banny out of the game before, like, free pick before they push. Aporia's met him on middle, and Aporia's just 2 rockets, straight down goes Banny, and this should cue the push pretty promptly from IM. I imagine Yuki will lead it as he always does. Clockwork's trying to snipe on the right, but he's not getting a lot done. Here comes the Uber. Turmo and Snowblind leading the charge. Soldier's trying to kite it, jumping away, but the Demo Man's going to get a lot of pressure now. Dewatna needs some help. Scout was launched in the air. Air sticky from Dewatna. They're getting so much time on the point though, and that Scout just forced him back, opened up the point. IM come in for a quick 1-0.
Yeah, there's a really nice push. They managed to get that in and really get that point, but only taking, what, 1 or 2 frags? Really just using that Uber to force them away. But as we see them roll out towards the second middle right now, what are 4G going to do differently to try and win this middle as they lost the first one?
Yeah, I'm going to watch Blaze, see what Blaze tries to do. As both teams come pretty passive, Blaze is just walking forward. He's going to go up top, skip jump over the top. He's just trying to distract behind, but he's getting focused down so hard. But he's opened the door for Clockwork and Banny to get 2 frags. Blaze does go down, but he's done his job for his team. He's opened up all the ground, and everyone's flooding forward. Both scouts are pushing from Froyotech, and they just want to crush them here. Finish off all the frags. There's no time on middle still. They're playing so aggressively. The combo is really far back though, and they will have Uber. Yuki and Bonobo will have Uber for second, and that middle can happen still a few seconds away from going down.
I am actually going to come in and defend this. Yuki jumping forward really aggressively. They forced the Uber out. Aporia went with him, and now here comes the IM Uber trying to chase down Lansky. He's got 300 health. He's surely going to be able to get away really easily, and a bit of a wasted Uber from IM here. I'm not quite sure if they were forced or not. But 4G are just going to be able to back up straight to middle without losing anyone, and even getting a slight Uber advantage out of that. No, here they come. They're coming straight back in. Huge air shot from Yuki right there onto Blaze, sending him away, denying him from getting onto his medic. Snowblind's going to be going down though, and in come the 4G scouts doing a load of damage to Watner as well. And it looks like a good push from 4G. Blaze was the sacrificial lamb there, taking that air shot for the rest of his team, letting them come in. And Bonobo and Aporia are going to be the only ones up to defend last right now.
Yeah, they look like they're coming straight through lower here. Lansky and Dewatna with the Uber. They're going to try and hold it, but Aporia's going to get absolutely smashed. The respawners come in. Yuki's trying to block point, but they're forced to point, and there's so much spam coming in on point. Surely Yuki can't do anything here, and down it goes. A quick 1-1. Really strong CP2 push from 4G open up that last.
Yeah, Lansky just sitting on that point, dealing damage to everyone who even dared to stand on it. And I mean, a really quick round as well for 4G, a little bit quicker than the first round there. So I wonder if they're going to. I wonder what's going to happen this middle as well. I want to see what Aporia does. He went in a bit aggressively, maybe a little bit too aggressively that last middle there. And I want to see if he reins it in a little bit and deals with Blaze this time.
Yeah, here goes Aporia. He's up top right now. He's just waiting. He's trying to get a buff, but he's taking a lot of spam. Sheep's going to try and make some space across the point. Aporia just got spammed so much he can't do anything. Blaze dominating up top. The IM soldiers completely useless on this middle, and they're just going to crush the remaining IM players. Turmo and Sheep trying to run away, but Clockwork behind. Clockwork gets 1, Clockwork gets 2. Clockwork with the cleanup, and what a middle from 4G. So quick, so aggressive, and IM had nothing to answer for it.
Yeah, that huge spam on that top right, figuring out that Aporia was going to go there, completely shutting him out of the entire match. Really, really nice play there. And now, watching them roll straight forward onto last with this 100% Uber advantage, they're just going to come straight in. They're coming in straight through the lower, pushing onto last. There's a level 1 sentry, that's not going to last long. It goes down immediately. Snowblind completely useless on this last middle. Got to switch onto his scout right now. Frags happening all over. Sheep and Dewatna both going down there. I am sort of being forced back into last, but Tomo getting 2 frags. Eventually getting taken down by Banny, but Shade's got to run away. It's Banny and Lansky at last. Bonobo trying to go for the crossway. It does eventually go down, and that is going to be Lansky capping out that point right there. 2-1 for 4G.
Yeah, 4G almost threw it there, just sort of didn't get any presence on points, and it gave IM a chance, but the remaining IM players were so weak, it was an easy clean-up for Banny and Lansky. So Yuki and Aporia have to do more in this middle. They can't let themselves be dominated by Blaze and Lansky like they did last time. Turmo again quicker to middle, as he always did. Clockwork and Banny up top. Need more from the IM soldiers right now. Lansky's just trying to open the door. Blaze is going aggressive. Emporia's counter jump here gets focused down so quickly by the scouts, but Shade and Banny just drop down on the floor and they go down. Yuki's got a frag as well, and they're surrounded as well. Lansky will clean up Snowblind from behind, but there's a scout behind trying to get on the medic, I think. Clockwork's not got a lot of ammo loaded and he'll go down, and Bonobo is alive, but Lansky and Dewatner are still, I'm not sure if they want to make a play, or they're just falling back right now. Better from IM there, like they dealt a lot more. They won the up top battle, you know, with the help of Turmo spamming up top. Really helped stop Clockwork and Banny being such a problem along with Blaze.
Yeah, I don't know if you're watching Snowblind there, but he just runs straight across the point, 2-shot shade, and then like he goes down, but he's got what it is, because Dewatner was watching Snowblind there as well, so it was a really nice play from him. A free and at the top for Turmo to just completely spam it out. So I am coming out strong on this fourth middle right now. They're looking to push grass here. They've got the players. Maybe they can catch out Clockwork. Yeah, that's going to be a nice, easy frag for them to get. They've got a couple of seconds to reload as well, so they're not even coming in at a disadvantage onto this in terms of ammo. And they're just going to be able to force out. Banny and Dewatner are going to go down there as well. Yuki and Aporia combining and getting a double frag right there. And that's 3 down for last. If they push quickly with the fact they're Ubering straight on
Yuki!
last
A brilliant airshot by Yuki, just showing off against his counterpart, Lansky. And IM tie it up, and this game's just going back and forth right here. I can't really see either team pulling away.
Yeah, we haven't really had a stalemated round either. I mean, this has been pretty quick rounds from both teams right now. Turmo once again getting there nice and fast to the middle, beating out Dewatner. Can he get the early sticks on him? That's the question. And it looks like he's going to be able to if he can hit it. No, Dewatner's dodging really nicely there. And now Bonobo comes in to heal up Snowman. And once again, Blaze coming in super aggressively onto Bonobo. He's just going to get completely denied. He goes down to 8 health, but it doesn't matter because there's 4 down. Blaze getting the mid-air equalized shot onto Snowblind, and I am just crumbling right now. Dewatner and Lansky are the only ones left alive. That was just deaths in like 2 seconds flat. Everyone just died.
Yeah, great sync. Yeah, you're completely right. Great synced up aggression from 4G. Yuki and somehow managed to steal a kill on Shade at the end. I'm not quite sure how, but it will mean they will be able to hold last. But is that a crit streak I see from Shade on the spawn? I don't know how ready for this IM are going to be. They've got Sheep on Sniper, but I don't think they've checked for the crits, so they might be a little bit blind on this last point. But it looks like they actually want to push. They don't want to wait on last. They just want to go straight away, take it 6v6. Blaze is threatening behind as well, and Blaze is coming behind. Clockwork goes down. Blaze is pulling the IM team back right now. They're a little bit separated, but IM team want to keep this push going, and they're just going to force 4G back. Really surprising push from IM. Wasn't expecting that, but it worked.
I mean, if you know your opponent's got crits, then that's the right decision to make, but I mean, did they know? I don't think they did, but Sheep's going to be picking up that sniper rifle. Can he headshot Lansky? No, he misses the first shot. Looking for the second one though. Lansky's just stood there, does get a body shot onto him, and misses. A couple of missed shots there for him, but right now 4G just looking to really aggressively defend that house and not let IM in at all.
Yeah, they're trying to stop Sheep getting angle and sniper, but Shade built really slowly, so they got crits and Uber at the same time, which is a bit of a mistake from Shade. And now I think Clockwork might maybe even be trapped in here. Oh, he's going to zing away. I wonder where they're coming from with the crits. I think it's Dewatner on grass. Surely he's going to pop up with this crits, try and get the medic. Will Bonobo be able to pop in time? The crits comes in, Bonobo popped. Now Yuki's and Aporia have a lot of Uber to work with. Dewatner's up in the air. He gets headshot by Sheep. Down he goes. There's now going to be a big fight on grass. Blaze is getting aggressive all over Bonobo. Bonobo will go down, but Blaze will go down shortly after. Clock's trying to come forward with Shade, but he's got 2 players to fight, and Sheep's going to headshot him. Now Shade has to get away. Turmo's going aggressive, but it doesn't matter. Sheep's just cleaned him up. Sheep's making it look easy right now. He's going to turn that fight around. Turmo's already on middle. He's sticking up. Dewatner might have a peek, but he's by himself. He's just going to put a trap on 2. And that even fight on grass was turned around by Sheep right now.
Yeah, huge plays by him, getting those clutch headshots right at the end. And indeed the entry frags. I mean, Dewatner took 150 damage in midair. That's going to be huge to stop him from doing anything once he lands. But now 4G actually look like they want to come in here, and they're forcing IM back as well, straight into their house. Banny and Lansky have got the upper ground. Banny does take down Sheep and Turbo all going down as well, so some big frags in from 4G. They're coming in and they're getting straight onto Bonobo. He's down to 70 health. He's surfing away, just trying to get away as much as possible, but Dewatner's already in that D's area, trying to get onto him. does manage to back away, and it looks like they do manage to escape. Snowblind sacrificing his life for the greater good. 3 second, Cheap, Turmo, and Aporia all spawned now, but are they going to be up in time? 4G are already here on the left-hand side, and they've got, there's no Uber at the moment, but Duwatn is going to get caught out, unfortunately. So Froyo looks like they're going to have to back out a little bit.
Yeah, I think they wanted to extend for Bonobo. Bonobo got out on like 8 health, so I think 4G wanted to see if they could catch him out. But instead it's kind of worked out the other way around. Now IM can get aggressive. Turmo's having a little peek. Yuki's going to try and jump into 2 scouts, and wow, great shots by Yuki. I wouldn't normally recommend jumping into 2 scouts like that, but if you're going to just wreck him like Yuki did, it'll be no problem. Yuki claims another kill onto Banny this time. They're focusing down Shade on grass. Surely he's going to go down. Shade gets the Uber just in time, but Yuki has more of an Uber to work with. Shade's in a lot of trouble right now. It'll be a miracle if Shade gets away from Yuki. Yuki jumps in. He chases Shade around the corner. Down goes Shade. That's 4 for Yuki. The rest of the IM team are flooding in. Blaze is stuck behind, but Bonobo only has enough to get 1 rocket off on Bonobo. It's only Clockwork alive, and I'm not sure if he wants to go for a play or if he just wants to back it up.
Yeah, that's 5 for Yuki actually, because after he killed Shade, he went on and, you know, just calmly just fragged Lansky as well. So Yuki leading that Uber and doing huge plays from the back of it as well. So they're going to be confident coming into this second point once again, looking to see if they can get in. 4G running that same position. They've caught out the sticky trap from 4G, so I am confident right now. Turmo's a little bit far ahead, might get caught out. No, he manages to back out and forces Froyo back right now. So once again, I am a 3-second point, and they've got a 60% Uber advantage. Sorry, they've got 90% Uber right now. So they're going to be coming in, but the question is where. They're going to try for going in from lower or from right or left. It looks maybe like they're heading in from right.
Right, maybe, yeah. Demo and Scout, it looks like. Pretty standard Uber. Turmo and Sheep going to lead it. They've got a lot to do. There's a level 3 sentry up, level 2 even, sorry. Now it's going to go down. They're going to take the high ground away from them. They're going to get all over on the left-hand side. They're getting quite a lot of frags. They're getting the point, the cap time now as well. But Lancey's got the high ground. Lancey's going to do quite a bit of work, but he has to drop down to block the point. And did Shade get a Sorben drop? Is that what happened?
I have no idea. I didn't see it. I was watching from...
Maybe, I presume he would have popped if he had it, you know, like, would have been holding it down, so I presume he still had his saw out, and that's why he gets the technical drop. But this game is fantastic so far. That round was so back and forth. Normally Snake Water seen as quite a boring map, but these 2 teams are not making it that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really interested to see what Aporia is going to do this middle. He's been a big playmaker. If he gets shut down, he's not able to do much. He's sitting on this right-hand side right now, up top, looking to see what's see. But a big bomb in. He jumps onto Lansky. Clockwork and Lansky both going to get down. Turmo taking down the first frag, but it doesn't matter because now Aporia is coming in. He's looking to see what he can do. And 4G are just going to back out. They've got 3 players up left alive. Yuki does get finished off, and Turmo goes down as well. Maybe a little bit too aggressive from him. But in comes Snowblind looking onto Branny. He's going to try and take him down. He does manage it. And now Duwatn is just dueling Snowblind right now. And it looks like he might even lose, in fact, because Shade's just left him with 29 health. And Duwatn is surely going to go down. There he does.
Yeah, good decision by Shade to save his own life there. He recognised he was for priority. He didn't have Uber to save Duwatn. Didn't want to waste the Uber anywhere. He gets away. And they'll now have Uber for last. So even though IM have all the points and they're only really round advantage, it's always difficult to push Snake Water last when both teams have Uber.
Yeah, well, once again, I mean, maybe they look like they want to force here. That could be the strat from IM, but maybe looks... I don't know. They're all just sitting around in lobby at the moment, not really doing much. Trying to see what they can see. Turmo's peeking a little bit left, and they're just going to sit back and spam. They know they've both got 100, and they know they're winning right now on 3v2, so it's a comfortable position from IM.
Yeah, maybe they just want to wind down some of the clock. There's running about halfway through this game. So it looks like they actually want to come in now, top right. Turmo gets juggled up pretty high. He's not on a lot of Uber. Shade's going to Uber later. Banny should be able to take down this scout up top. Down goes Sheep, and now Duwatn's going to try and peek lobby. Banny and Duwatn are trying to muster their way into lobby, but there's a lot of IM players for them to go through, and Turmo will pipe down Banny. Duwatn is still trying to fight, but there's a scout from behind. Clockwork can't quite finish any of the frags. There's so many low players on IM. Duwatn is trying to peek, but the peek's a little bit too late, and a missed opportunity for 4G Nair to catch IM in lobby. And IM actually going to turn this into a push, go out left side. Blaze's bomb gets completely denied. Lansky's trying to bomb as well. Blaze is going to have to resupply. Yuki's leading the charge now. Big bomb in from him. Frags traded on either side. Termo's walking towards the point, trying to stick it up. He's going to start the cap going. Scout and Medic need to get on the point, but they're completely outnumbered. IM are going to take it again. That's 4-2, and IM the clearest lead we've seen so far in this map.
Yeah, absolutely, but don't forget, I mean, there's just less than 15 minutes left to go, so this map is still completely up in the air, and I'm so excited for what's going to happen coming out of this thing. Froyo, surely, they've just lost 2 rounds in a row. They're not going to be happy about that. Or is it 3 rounds in a row? They're not going to be happy about it anyway, and they just want to do something right now, so I want to see what's going to happen and see what the strats they're going to pull.
Looks like Aporia again going quite defensively. He's going to try and counter jump Lansky, who's actually zigzagged around, and they're going really aggressive onto Shade. Shade's not gone down yet, though. He takes a long time to die. Unfortunately, are capitalising on this and just cleaning up all those aggressive players. IM will wipe off the back of that. They do lose to Watner and Shade, but I think Shade kind of won that for his team just by taking longer than he should have done to die. Sort of forced the IM players to waste their ammo, and now we're going to see Freyotech take mid and probably going to be able to cap 2 before anyone really spawns for IM.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Snowblind picking up that engineer, and Sheep once again on that sniper, so we'll see what he's going to be able to do and see if he's going to be able to get that clutch headshot that he is renowned for. But, I mean, a really bit of a misplay on that mid as well, that they all sort of followed in off Aporia's aggression, and while Aporia got the Watner, it just didn't, they were only able to get Shade, and it's just a bit of a misplay in my opinion right there.
Yeah, Clock's going to die to a sticky trap down under. See what I did there? And so I imagine he might try coming back on Sniper, because we've talked about it so much. Everyone's talking about how difficult Snake Water Last is to push. So I imagine we're just going to want a clear pick before they go in. So it looks like we're going to see the head-to-head between Sheep and Clockwork on Sniper right now. So I'm going to put it on Sniper Cam and find out where Clockwork wants to peek from. He's just coming onto CP2 right now. So I imagine he's going to get a buff from Shade and then go head-to-head with Sheep on that sort of left-hand side from the attacker's point of view.
Well, Sheep's at the moment watching that, watching the right-hand side from the attacker's point of view, so they're both sort of missed each other at the moment, and Clockwork maybe getting caught out by Yuki right there. Sorry, I'm just screen watching you, Commander X.
It's alright, yeah, IM are all over this. Like, they're not giving Clockwork any opportunity. They're going to try to open the door on right for him now, peeking through the shutter. Maybe they just want to turn this into a push. Clockwork's really far forward. When there's such good pressure from IM, such like a tight hold, Clockwork really just needs to hit a big shot really quickly. Body shots for Soldier, maybe that's going to give him a chance for a shot, but he can't see anyone. Great positioning from IM, and Clockwork's really deep now. He's going to go for the medic, but Yuki's caught him out. Clockwork's just going to try and get away. He sees Sheep, but he's going to get crushed at the door, but it ends up just being a 1-for-1 trade. And neither team's really going to do anything off of this.
I don't know, that Yuki pick's pretty big. I could see 4G trying to push off that.
Termo's done so much damage in lobby right now. Like, 4G have just been caught out. They were all trying to stack right side, and Termo does a lot of damage. Aporia will get a kill on Blaze, and maybe they can turn us into a push now. They're thinking about it at least. Termo's watching that right-hand side, but they seem a little bit timid about pushing out. No reason for IM to push out. It's 4G have to make the move. They're 2 rounds down. It's in their hands.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sort of pressure must be getting to them a little bit. I know this is only sort of non-important games, but they definitely don't want to lose to IM this early. They want to come out and prove their dominance, but Sheep headshots Lansky as he goes, just touches that shutter there for half a second. A huge shot from him, and that could be IM's call to push, even though they don't have to. They could just do it just for the pride of being able to push and just really force 4G back a little bit.
I don't know, I think maybe they're trying to get into the heads of 4G here, you know, just like locking this down, keep picking them off, frustrating them. Because it's only going to want, the longer it takes them to get in and get a push going. Preyosec likes to play a fast game, likes to be in your face. But IM aren't letting them do that. Like, look how close Bonobo and Yuki are holding. Yuki on the little high ground, just dominating this right-hand side. Just doesn't give them any room to come in whatsoever. Clockwork's trying to find a way. Clockwork's walked in on left-hand side. Laser's tried to come in as well. Clockwork's actually got a pick. But he's going to walk into a spawning engineer, and Snowblind will clean him up on engineer. Meanwhile, no medic's really in any danger. Both have stayed alive. I think 4G are trying to bait the push out here by throwing players, but IM won't be a sucker for their bait. They're just going to keep holding. Yeah,
you were saying Yuki's holding close. Termo, once again, just really sitting. What is Snowblind doing? Putting teleporters in the doorway for lower. It's just feeding Banny points right there. But yeah, Termo's holding that bottom lobby like really close. Really looking to just not let them in that way. I mean, he saw Blaze coming in before Blaze even knew he was there. So Clockwork once again picking up that sniper. See what he can do. Yuki's pretty close and maybe in a bit of danger here, but Bonobo's quite happy to just keep him healed. Just a bit of a stalemate right now. The first one we've seen this match as well.
Yeah, it's been so back and forth, but now on this last, and Sheep's going to beat Clockwork in the sniper duel. Clockwork doesn't even have a chance to scope in there. Yuki's getting pretty close in this sticky trap from Dewatner, but then Blaze goes down on the other side, or underneath I think that was. Yuki goes down though, and surely that's going to stop the push from IM. They've actually got a back cap going on. Aporia's all the way behind with a pain. Going to try and get onto Shade. Gets absolutely. I think Lansky hit the air shot there. Completely denied him. And we're just going to be back to where we started again. You know, teams respawn. Back on scout for Clockwork now. They might just try a standard push. They can't seem to find a way in to suicide in. IM's tight hold seems too tight. They might as well just go trade Ubers and see if they can do a nice repush or something. Try and mess it up a bit. But Sheep gets another entry hedge. Clockwork's trapped in by that sentry. 4G are trying to come round this right hand side. Banny's peeking, but Yuki's there. But Banny's giving him the jukes. But Yuki, big air rocket there to deny Banny any movement room. And now maybe Yuki wants to push. 2-man advantage. Now Yuki wants to go. Wait until it's clear as daylight for him to come forward. Clockwork's going to try and go aggressive, trying to delay him. He's dancing around, maybe opening the door for Lansky to get a pick, and Lansky will get a pick. But Shade has taken a pipe. It's dangerous for Shade and Lansky right now, both on about 50 health. And we're just going to see the hold again. Oh, here comes Lansky, but he's getting juggled so hard. Bonobo and Yuki are milking for so long, they're going to pop back now. Yuki's going to try and chase players out lower. Terma's going to chase him in lobby. They're pretty weak, but no frags have fallen. They might be able to hold this 4G, and IM again just don't want to overextend. Really sort of solid, safe play from IM.
Yeah, I mean, it's perhaps not the most interesting watch, but it is the cleverest play for them right now. They know that if they push out, they're in a lot of danger. They don't want to give up that round and let 4G back into it. They really want to force 4G to really do something right now. And with both Ubers down again, I mean, it's down to the sniper. It's down to Clockwork to make that play for his team, as he has done so many times before.
Oh yeah, gets picked off. Lansky's gone pretty deep, and Banny's in as well. Blaze is spamming from lower. Bonobo's taken. He's down to 40 health. He might have to pop. He's staying by the dispenser. Brave work from Bonobo. Blaze is going to peek at Ben. Bonobo's going to drop. The Ubers drop, but 4G have sacrificed everyone except their medic for it. And now Shade's having to run out lower. Shade's going to have a lot of work on his hand trying to escape from this. Yuki sees where he is. Termo's going to jump as well. Shade's just trying to bait the players forward. He meets his respawns, and 4G might be able to get away with this. Now, drop from Bonobo could end up being costly in the long term for IM.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's an 8% advantage right there for Shade, and they're just going to push straight in on that last position and just go really strongly. I don't know where they're going to be coming from. That Sheep, once again, still on that sniper. Snowblind still got that sentry up, so they don't... You know, it's going to be hard for them, but Aporia's just going to come in and frag Lansky. He gets dropped by Shade. Yeah, Aporia goes down, but with no pocket right there, it's going to be tough for 4G to even push in here. Maybe Dewatner is going to get caught out. No, he does manage to get back out alive. And they're just dancing around the shutter door and giving an Uber advantage back to IM right now. They finally decided to come in, but Blaze and Clockwork both going to go down to the scouts with Snowbind and Sheep. Yuki's going to get counterpicked, but Shades and the rest of the team are in a really bad position. Banny's on 6 HP. He's going down as well. Lansky and Shade, the only ones left alive. Lansky goes down. IM just a really nice, solid defense there, even from Uber disadvantage.
Yeah, Snowblind and Sheep doing such great work there, cleaning up, and 4G I think made a bit of a mistake. Like, they tried to push in because they just want to go forward, they want to get around, but they push back in with Clockwork on 60 health, Banny on about 70 health, and those low health scouts against the fully buff scouts. As we see another fight happen on grass, but 2 quick frags for IM is going to force Banny to pull back. They might be able to pick Snowblind here, and I think it's then, yeah, Dewatner's in as well, but Dewatner's isolated. He's completely isolated from the heels on the right hand side. 4G are still trying to fight this, but there's a few players on low health, and it's a very dangerous situation for both teams here, so they're both just going to back out, heal up, and take the fight another day. But Uber advantage is in Shade's hands.
Yeah, I mean, I am in a good position right now. The Uber does get forced out. He doesn't want to drop Lansky again, and I am just in a good position to just back out. Maybe, yeah, Snowblind's going to get caught out, but he's the only one who manages to do it. They've got a huge 45% advantage, and I am confident in defending this last. I mean, they've done it, what, 5 or 6 times now? They must be pretty confident in it.
Yeah, they've got Uber advantage as well, so it'll be interesting to see if IM want to go here when Snowblind spawns. I mean, Yuki's holding close on right with Terma. They might just want to go into lobby, but surely 4G are aware of the advantage Yuki and Bonobo have.
Well, I don't know if they want to push, because Sheep and Snowblind both off-class once again onto Sniper and Engineer. So, I mean, it's 5 minutes left and they're 2 rounds up, so they can just park the bus a little bit here. But
Lansky's going deep. He's falling straight down in the air. He's mainly made space for the other team, but he will go down. But they did give a force out there, and that's all they wanted. So Shade's just going to build up to his last bit, but he is a little bit isolated here. Dewatner again separated from the heels. Clockwork's getting focused down on one side, but Dewatner gets 2 actually. Yuki and Aporia focusing the scout, make it easy for Dewatner to come in, and Dewatner's still spamming this point. He needs backup from Banny and Shade right now. Banny and Shade do have the Uber, and Banny wants to go deep. He wants to challenge Sheep. Gonna force him back. He needs a heavy class with him. Lansky's there. 4G's chance to push is right now. No Yuki, no Aporia, no soldiers to lock down those doors like I am like to do. They should go now. Both soldiers coming through this left-hand door. The scouts on the high ground, they're both going to Uber in. They're focusing down the players. Termo's isolated down lower. Surely Termo's going to go down, but Blaze is going to get sniped. Rest of the players coming in, they need the scouts to do work now, 4G, but they're all in a terrible position. Banny and Clockwork might be able to open up now, but they have no heals and they're going to get obliterated by Yuki. Yeah, great work, and now 4G just going to have to fall back just to Watner and Shade again. And there's not a lot they can do.
IM have got a really, really strong hold on that last point. They don't want to give it up. Yeah, they keep losing fights on this second point, but it doesn't matter when they can just defend like that so easily. Just getting so many frags. Like, Watner just falling straight away, falling to that sticky trap. That's just not something you ever want. But the Uber's going to be up for Bonova now. It does get forced out on grass, and it might even catch a couple of players out here. Clockwork and Shade and Blaze are all going to be going down. Trading for Aporia. Banny and Lansky. Banny's the only one left alive right now. Where is he? Is he behind him?
He's hiding. He's sneaking right behind Yuki. Yuki's missed him. The medic's going to walk into him. Banny's going to try and kill the medic, but Bonova gets on the health back, and Banny can't find the shots in time. Sneaky play from Banny, but he couldn't fight. He doesn't have the meat shots to back up his hiding spot. And now I think Termo's going to try and get to spawn. He's going to get some early damage on them, but he's not going to get the full lockdown on that spawn. And 4G are out with spawn, but there's 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. 40 seconds left. There we go. And they need 2 rounds, and they're at uber disadvantage on their own CP2.
Yeah, I'm looking at Clockwork. He's peeking into kitchen, just get immediately shut down. In come the bombs. 3 players all jumping in at once, but Blaze is going to immediately fall. DeWatton is low, and Lansky's sat up top with 200 health, but not much ammo. And Shade is just going to fall Aporia, who just chases him and DeWatton down. Snowblind just coming in as well to clean up. Everyone just falls. 4G wipe once again. That's twice in like 2 minutes. I am confidently just taking points, even though they don't really want to push.
So controlled and so patient from IM. Really wait until they have a proper opportunity to go, a clear advantage, and then just punishing 4G. Like they were on their own last, not like a minute ago, and they punished them all the way back to the complete reverse situation. And now they have an uber advantage. And if they push this and take this push, that's it as far as this map's concerned. It only means sort of one game in terms of seedings, but sort of a bit more motivationally. And we do see the Uber come out from Bonova, and it's a bit of a misstep here. The scouts go a different way from the medic. They can't really get a lot done with this except get their scouts through the door. The rest of the players are going to come try and join them. Lansky gets focus fired by the scouts. Another scout was weak as well, and some nice focus fire here. IM seems to be getting the frags, and IM just completely sort of even fight really, other than that early Uber advantage to get in. Just focus fire really well, take 4G down. And that's 5-2 to IM.
Yeah, I think it's a completely different style of play from what they were showing right at the beginning as well. At the beginning it was early aggression, it was really powerful. Then they got those few rounds, and then they've just slowed it right down. They've become patient. They're playing like the HRG it was of last year, in my opinion. Then play patiently, waiting for that advantage, punishing. And once again on this middle, I want to see what's going to happen. 4G, they probably can't win it right now, but they're looking to just get a pride round in or two. They're surely going to be able to get a couple of frags, but no, a load of players going down for 4G. Yeah, Shade the only one left alive right now, and I don't know if he's going to be able to get out.
Yeah, he's far back and no one's really chasing, but other than Blaze, no one really did a lot on that middle for 4G. Blaze kind of salvaged it a bit, and Shade by staying alive, but they're going to lose CP2 and they're just running out of time. And I think it just comes down to it. IM have been so much more clinical on their last pushes. Like we saw, how long did... Because IM didn't just delay in that cap from 4G for so long. They actually held it, pushed it back and turned it into a cap of their own. And that took up such a big part of the map that 4G just ran out of time. I mean, now 4G have uber advantage of trying to come forward on grass here, but I think the time is just against them now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're going to pick up sheep there and maybe be able to get some more with this Uber that they have right now. But I mean, it's going to be hard for them to see if they can get in. Yuki once again doing so much damage to everyone as they're trying to come in. You know, the Uber gets forced out onto players who are half health. So even when the Uber's faded, they're not going to be able to do it. There is a back cap going. I think IM's actually going to be able to take this back cap. Yeah, Aporia's behind with that pain train. Is he going to be able to go for last? I think he is. There's no one up to defend it right now. That's going to be 6-2 for IM right there.
Wow, yeah, even with Termo getting pre-fired really hard into that block, there are other players coming in, and they just steal another round. And for how close this game has been, the scoreline's not really reflecting it right now. Very much in favour of IM, as there's only 20 seconds left. I don't think anyone's really from rolling out properly. So that's GG on that, and a great show by the Australians early on into this i52 tournament. I'm going to see if we can get the logs up. Looking for some logs. I've got him. Oh, okay. I've just been informed by Atmo I can't show him on. So things that stand out is just big damage from Termo, then Lansky, then Yuki. Yeah, I guess the biggest difference is just Bonobo died 7 times. Really, not a lot. Other than that, it's pretty even across everyone. Really, like Termo outperformed Dewatner, but then Lansky got slightly more damage than Yuki. It's all pretty even, really. I can't really separate this a lot unless you can see anything.
Yeah, no, not at all. Lansky and Yuki, same amount of frags, same amount of deaths, only 600 damage in between them. I mean, they're both really close, these teams, and the scoreline, I think, doesn't show how close it was. I mean, that was a good... I mean, how long did that round last? I can't tell. It was a 12.5-minute round. I mean, they just drew that out for so long, and eventually even took it as well.
If you look at in that 12-minute round as well, you look like the kills for Fryotech. They got 29 kills compared to 50 kills, and it's just completely stacked in favour of IM. One thing I do notice, you can't see it on stream, but Clockwork he wasn't a factor in that game. 15 to 27, 163 damage a minute. No headshots while playing Sniper, no kills while playing Sniper, even though we played it for 5 minutes. And that's really not what I expect to see from Clockwork on the biggest stage of all. I expect more from him.
Well, I mean, he was getting shut down pretty early in most of the fights as well, so maybe that's just like the plan from IM to just shut down Clockwork, and then they know that they can take a fight. Banny's a solid scout, but I mean, he's not got that crazy DM that Clockwork can just turn on at the click of the fingers. So I think maybe that's the plan.
Yeah, like when I look at Fryotech, I always think the flank is what makes them stand out. Clockwork, Banny, and Blaze really make them stand out. Like Duana and Lansky are very much they're top players, but they're just middle of the park. They're not like Yuki or someone. But the flank really underperformed here, and you see how much it hurt Fryotech's game. It was just the difference in sort of those close fights that Clockwork and Banny couldn't find the 2 frags in the same way that Sheep or Yuki could, and they just really got punished for it. Like, really impressed with IM, so impressed.
Yeah, definitely. That was really, really good. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much as well, because, I mean, this is only the group stages, but it's going to sort out seedings, and also they're going to have a bit of a confidence issue. If they meet up in the brackets, you know, this was a strong showing from IM, so 4G might end up feeling that a little bit underconfident when they play them in the brackets. So this, while it isn't important in terms of scoreline, it is important in terms of mentality for each team, I think.
Yeah, and also going into this, a lot of people were saying the Australians have been overhyped with like that win in the CyberLeague.eu Invitational. Everyone's been saying they've been overhyped. They've just gone and beat Fryotech, the top team in America. Yeah, it's only one map. Yeah, it's the first day of LAN. But they're claiming a high seed. The better seed you get, the easier your journey to the finals is potentially. So I think it's definitely worth keeping an eye on them. And Fryotech looked a little bit shaky in their earlier games, even though they eventually got to a win. And I hope Fryotech can find another gear. Like I said before, Clockwork has told me they've not played that much TF2 lately. So maybe they are genuinely using this as a warming up. I think a lot like Epsilon are as well. They're not quite as hot as sharp as I am. So maybe it'll be different tomorrow or later on tonight. But at this moment in time, IM look like the team to beat in the world right now. Bear with us, we're just having a few problems with Ryushi's mic. But yeah, I think the immunity hype might be back. I see people typing in chat. Earlier in the stream there was lots of USAs, but all I see is Aussies now. So I think we should take it to a break right now. I'm not sure exactly where we're going to go to next in terms of games. I don't know if anyone else has any more information.
I haven't got a clue. I don't know if you can hear me now.
Yeah, I can hear you now on Mumble. So yeah, well, we're going to go to a short break. We'll be back with whatever game we have next up. I'm sure it'll be a big game. All the games are big right now. But yeah, the Australian hype is real.